straps on this morning. And we're gonna, and we're gonna see a little bit, see if we can find some length today. So we're gonna actually start with tucking our tail a little and then releasing it and tucking and releasing. So little pelvic tilts. And start to notice where that work happens. So if I really tuck under, my knees bend a little bit, right? Can I tuck and keep my legs driving through the ground, my feet pushing away from this pelvis? And then some people will tilt their pelvis and rock back. Same thing, can you let yourself stay connected through your feet so that your pelvis just moves literally on top of your legs, right? You got two sticks and an avocado pit in the middle, holding it up. Yes. Oh wait, your thigh bones. I'm sorry, you said thigh bones? Yes, so yes, right. Yes, so Diana's noticing, very cool, Diana. She's noticing that as she tucks, her thighs will move, her femurs, not forward and back so much as in their sockets, they rotate in their sockets. Yes, normal. Now you can minimize that and the tuck will get smaller. So now I'm holding my thighs. You'll watch these little spots. Here's me letting them roll in and out. And then here's me holding my ground with my legs. And now the only thing moving is this pelvis, right? Does that make sense? So the motion is smaller in that case, but it's also more definitive. And both things are true and fine, holding still. So if you are someone who tends to be a tucker or a tilter, getting yourself to hold this thigh still and just let your pelvis move without the leg bones moving so much can help your body give you more mobility over time through your hip joints. Yes? Yeah, less tug on you. Okay, and so then after working all that, you might feel a little bit awoke in your low back because you are using your lowest extensors here and your deep flexors, your abdominal flexors. So then go ahead and just let your knees go forward one at a time. But you're not going to let your pelvis go forward. Your pelvis is going to stay right where it is over your ankles. And you're just giving your back a little stretch, but you're still thinking about, what if it's just my leg bone moving? So here, my whole hip is moving with my knees, right? And here, I'm holding my hip steady. The motion will be smaller, but this is now walking and a little smaller, not a big stretch like this, but a gentler loosening. Yeah? I hope that makes sense in your body. Okay, all right. So now that we've got a little bit of space created, a little warmth, then I want you to just drive through your heels, add in the pinky toe and the ball toe, and they are reaching away from you. Everything else in your body is reaching up, right? So this is the axis point right here. Everything here goes down. We lengthen up here. Good, and let the back of the spine lift you. Yes, maximum lengthness. Okay, and then of course we're going to add a little bit of a bow here. So press the feet down, lengthen up, and keep this space open in the front of you, and just bow. And then bring yourself back upright. Good. So I'm practicing this with a hand here, not just for you, but for me. Because I want to see how long I can lift the spine and really use these high abdominals to create that bow. That means my TVA is still staying on a little bit here as I bend, instead of giving it up and collapsing into this socket. Yeah. Yeah, keep looking for that hollow. Good. And one more. And then back up. Good. All right. And then keep that sensation of open. Now you're going to let your hands press back. Good. Draw those abs back, because some of us will push forward. And if you had a third hand, you would feel how now there's an angle there instead of a straight line. So letting the ribs pull back as you add those hands slicing back. Good. And then arms come forward. And again, inhale, exhale back. Bringing the ribs over your hips. Good. Yes. Good. Two more. Drive through the heel, lift through the spine. Good. Good. Nice. All right. And then we're going to take those arms to the side. Lift your right arm next to your ear and then side bend to your left. Now what happened? Did you collapse into your left socket? Can you put space in the front of that socket? Reaching down the heel on that side. Good. Inhale, exhale, back up. Let your arms come forward and then slice open. Raise your left arm. Come to your right. Good. And again, hold it and breathe. Can you put space in front of that right socket? So you're side bending, yeah, but we're not collapsing, we're not smooshing. Good. And then back to center and arms forward. Oh my God, why are my triceps so toast? Inhale and exhale. Is this Wednesday? Am I still feeling Wednesday? Are you all?
I think that was from our weights.
Okay, all right. No, I feel it. My muscle soreness happens late. It's usually like more than 36 hours. So yes, that would make sense. I don't know how many times I've had a workout and the next day I feel great. And then the next morning after that, I'm like, oh. Thank you for verifying. I need witnesses. I need other people to come along with me in my life to tell me what my body's doing. All right. So how's that feeling? Like hopefully now, if you let yourself be, you have a sense of being almost taller, lifted up out of your pelvis. Anybody? Yes, one. Sorta. No. Okay, maybe. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Right. You don't have to tuck the pelvis. I don't want you to tuck your pelvis. I would. Yeah. No, that was just, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah. I do. So the drill we did at the beginning was just to loosen up and build awareness, right? The tuck and tilt. Now we're holding our neutral line, yeah? So when we engage our glutes, this is where I think the confusion with tuckers comes in, is tuckers use their hamstrings a lot to engage glutes, right? So they pull that pelvis down. Glutes actually pull up, right? And so they can assist with a little bit of a tuck here, but they can wrap back instead of down. So when we reach our heel down, if you get your hand underneath that gluteal line, you might feel a little hollow in the back, just like we talked about the hollow in the front. There's a little moment where it lifts it in and pulls up. And we mostly will feel just the little hollow, that little boop, pulling under your butt. Now, if you feel yourself squishing that, then that's different. That's a lot of hamstring pulling down, probably. Glutes helping, but that's a really good question because all three of you are former tuckers, and Mark too. I have a class of tuckers! All of you. So some of it is relearning where the glute is and what it's doing when you activate it. Does that make sense? That's a super good question, especially for this group. Okay, so that makes me think a little bit about so let's keep moving. So find your line, drive your heels down so you feel the back. The hamstrings will turn on. If you're driving your heels and in your short foot a little bit, you'll feel them wake up. And the glute won't be clenched. It'll just be on. If you push through, you'll feel that muscle is on. Then we're just going to row right to our waist. Now check ribs. They might pop here. They're going to stay in place. Arms come forward. And again, abs in. Good. There you go. Yeah. Good. And we're just pulling and we're just holding our ground, seeing if we can keep reaching away, because probably by the fourth one you forgot about reaching away and you're starting to settle into your joints. Instead, reach that heel down, lift the back of your spine up, feel the length in your spine and the openness in the front of the hips, and you might feel your booty lift up. That looks great, lovey. Good. That's it. Good. And one more. Yes, you guys look good too. Okay, good. And then we'll hold that in. Good. Then we'll have a little squat. So open your feet just slightly wider apart, everybody. Good. Reassert what you know about your feet. Open up that hip. Good. Now, sitting back, what if you try to keep the space open? So instead of sitting yourself against your thighs, open and try to pull that space back. Yeah, just see. Good. Then reassert your feet. You'll notice that it wants to get long right away. Good. And come back up. Good. Inhale and exhale back down. Keep reaching back with your femurs. Good. Inhale, exhale, find the feet. Good. Yeah. Let's do a few more. Pull in. Feet. Good. Good. How's that feeling? Different but good? Okay, good. Good. And one more. Good. All right, then all we're going to do is take one strap, put it on your left foot. Let's see if I... Okay, and the same thing. We're going to sit in our little squat. Now you should hopefully feel that your arch can hold that strap down. It's behind this, sorry, not your arch, your heel. The strap is over your arch, but you're reaching your heel down to the ground on the back side of it. Can you feel that? And then your pinky toe and big toe balls, base of those feet, are down on the other side of it. So the arch should be nicely domed. We're going to sit in our squat again. Good. Okay, feel the foot on this side, the strap side. as you press it down, it should almost give you a lightness in yourself, in your body, from your pelvis to your leg. Like it almost makes it easier to be sitting there. Yeah, you're gonna feel quad and ham and glute, normal. And then we're gonna slide it back a little bit. Put that foot down there. Can you reach into the heel? Our weight is still on this front leg. Now we're a little bit more open. We're gonna feel maybe a little more butt in the back. Yeah, good. Come and bring it back in. Heel down, pink toe, pinky toe. Good, yep, reach it back. Heel down, we're reaching all the way down. Good, that's it. Bring it in. Good. And back, press. Now, can your right side be doing the same presses? Yes. So instead of, again, compressing, sitting, resting into that side, both sides are now super active. And you're going to hopefully start feeling that back glute on the right one. Good. That's it. Stay with it. You got 2 more. This one plus 1 more. Whoop. Yeah, good. All right. And then go ahead and round your spine up. Good. And coming up again, I hope you're finding that you're taller than you were when you started that. Yes, or your body feels more open. Okay, so now easy peasy, just a little bit of balance time, or bigger balance, I should say. We're gonna slide that left leg back. Now, what happened on your right? You probably pitched forward a little bit. So bring yourself back upright. Good. And then you're just gonna lift that leg up a teeny bit, and your goal is driving through your right foot, reaching down through that right heel, keeping the front of your right side open. Good. That's it. Good. Come on, watch out for ribs popping forward. That's me too. Good. Come on, right side. You'll notice that it's harder to pop your ribs or to tuck your tail if you have both halves of your foot, the front and the back of the foot, really strong on the ground. So popping will throw me into the front of my foot. It'll make it hard to get the back. Tucking will take me a little bit more off of those toes, unless you're a clever tucker and you tuck and lean. You guys are clever people, so you never know. Good, all right, holding that lift. Good, very small. Little circle around to the front. Good. Take that circle around to the back. That's it. Keep that space. That's it. Good. If you feel your knee shimmy, right, if it feels like it's rotating on itself, make the circle smaller. Get a hold of your foot to hip, because that's going to keep that knee forward in the socket. Yeah. Good. Last one. Gotta get it all the way back to the start here. Good. And then back to home. Phew. Take that strap off your foot. Good. And then we're just, before you go on, reach up high. So grab onto your ropes. Just take a nice wide step. Pull your straps in. Give yourself a really deep hang. Just let your low back set. So if we're working right, we're waking up maybe parts of your low spinal extensors, and multifidi, where they come right down to the sacrum. So it might feel good to have a little squatty stretch. And you can give a little side to side. See how that feels. Notice which side you don't go to very long. Like I come over here and sit on the right over and over. get yourself over to the other side a little bit. And then we use the rope to bring us back up. Okay, good. I need a quick sip of water. How are you doing, Mark? Are you doing okay? He says, yeah. That's nice of you to ask.
Thank you.
Oh, she hears you breathing.
Oh.
She's,
Congested.
I think it's his morning allergies. Yeah. You know, like when you have seasonal allergies, they're worse at night and in the morning, and then they go away. That's nice of you to ask. She can hear you.
Really?
Yes.
Is that loud?
She hears you rumbly. Okay, so strap is on the other foot. And we're gonna go into that squat first, right? Into our squat first. So before you squat, reach into your heels, find that openness. Yes. And then allow yourself to really stay long, both front and back, and down to your feet. Aw. Good. That's it. And then back up. So we're gonna do 2 more little preps here. Just finding that nice space again in a hinge. So we're not collapsing down into the joint. We're trying to keep space. Even if we get this low, we're gonna think about letting there be space between the hip bone and the leg bone. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome to poke it. Stay open, stay open. And you might notice one side is easier to manage than the other. That's normal. Good. All right, this one we're going to stay down. Okay. And then find your supporting foot. Make sure it's active, yes. And then slide that foot back. Bring it underneath. Good. That's it. Slide it. Put that heel all the way down. Reach that heel on the other side of the strap. Good. Come back to home. Find your whole foot again. Each time. So you come forward a little more. That's it. Bring it in. Good. That's it. Good. And you might be feeling your supporting ham. You feel that? Feel your knee on the supporting side. On the other side? Strap side? Okay. Okay. So first, I want you to put your weight in the front heel. Then hold on with 2 hands if necessary. Do not shift your body weight back. Only use the leg. So don't shift, don't go back. You're just gonna stay right there and take that leg back. I see you. Okay. All right. So, can you pull your ribs in? So get the ribs in and then check your foot before you even lift it. What's it? I cannot see it. So what is it? Tell me what it's doing. But thank you. That was a good try. Good. Okay, so I see. What if your toes aim at the ground as you lift? So instead of lifting your toes up to lift that up, let your toes stay down, like they want to drag paint along the floor. Is that better, Deshelle? Yeah, so maybe you don't go back far. First you just get your toes down and then just go like literally an inch. See if you can go that far and get the back of that leg to turn on and then come back. It doesn't have to be big. Just keep your toes down so that your foot stays active and it's still talking to the back of that leg. Yeah, is that more manageable? I see you still going back. Okay, so yeah. So you hang on, Mark and Diana, you're gonna keep moving. So no, it's okay. So then and I think it's some of that is that toe because when I saw the toe when it pulls up into that fascia line on that part of the knee. And you're right, then get the glute on to pull the top of the knee away from there. It pulls the hip, the side of your hip up and away from there. So those two together should create less stress at that side of your knee. Okay, where are we? We're sliding back now. We're up and tall. No, it's okay. And Deshelle, you are welcome to keep exploring that. But Mark and Diana, okay, check yourself, right? That standing sign. Today is about length. So heels reaching down, front of hip is open, and then we're sliding back. And we're watching because some of us will unconsciously tuck under. Oh, I wonder if a little that's going on, Deshelle. So if we tuck under before we start, you're shooting your knee. You're shooting the energy into your knee. Same thing happens when we stand. If you can reach down through your foot instead of under at the hip, if the hip is driving the heel, then you're going to get your knee. If your hip is disassociated and just supporting, the knee will be less. Yes? How are we feeling there?
I'm looser on this side.
You're looser on that side?
Yes.
Is the same thing happen when your leg is straight, Deshelle? Okay. And I still want you to let the toes be toward the ground as you drag them. Especially the pinky edge, if you can imagine reaching wide. Like you're on a balance beam, right? You're trying to grip it with both sides of your foot. Was that on purpose, Diana? Maybe I think it was just your strap that I saw. I don't think it was you. My eyes brushed and the movement made me think your whole body was swinging, but then I realized, no, it's just your strap. Yes, just your strap. Okay, so connect strong here to the standing foot because, now you're gonna have your circle, your half circle around the back and forward. Good, and then what happens, right? Where do we collapse? Where do we hunker down? Can we build that strength long so it doesn't impact us so much? That's it. Good. Okay, come on, girl. So if you're watching the replay and you notice I'm fussing here, it's because I lost my connection and I can feel the wobble in the knee. So I'm trying to get it back.
Looser on
So your joints, but harder to stay long when you're looser on that side.
I just feel like I'm shifting side to side.
Shifting, good. Good, and then last one. Ooh. Controlling. I'm doing another half under the front because that's where I lose the control. Oh. I know. Whee, whoo. So hopefully, if we've been really working on that lift, we're feeling glute med, glute minimus probably, and glute. And maybe a little ham also, right? They're on in their longest position. Yeah, what do you guys feel? And you might feel a little here too. Okay, fantastic. Yay! Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's right. We're trying to get that differentiation so that we get ultimately more power, right? Because if our body is moving everything as a block, it's inefficient. But if we can move the joint where it's supposed to go instead of dragging the other joints along, whoo, yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. For this moment, yes, definitely. Yes. Totally, total control. Yes. Yes. So let's flip around because we've been, I just feel my, yeah. Oh yeah. And you're right, there's times when the whole thing has to move off the leg, but again, what is it doing? When you open the hip, like just when we do star, for example, it's about taking the whole structure off of this leg. So we're challenging this joint. This is just the distraction side. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh, look at that precious. Look at that precious. All right. So back is to the mount. And we're just going to press forward down low. And then just feel what happens in your body. So now with your back to the mount, it is possible that one of these things will happen. You might tuck. So now instead of flexing in the front and jamming your joint short here, you might be tucking under and pushing your butt forward here, but pushing from that gluteal fold line, right? So what does that really mean? If I'm pushing forward from here, I'm actually also over-engaging my low back. Yeah. Yeah. Fafa, be my most beautiful, sweet self. Oh. Yeah. So can you here, if you are, hi, I know it. Can you keep that openness by finding your feet again? Press through the ball of your foot. Reach your heel down. Feel that arch as if you had the strap underneath your foot and you were trying to create that dome again under your foot. Good. So Diana, I want you to slow down your arms just a smidge, and you're going to press forward and then hold your ground. There's sort of a throwing at your hands. I'm going to have you take that throwing of your hands away. Just hold. Yes. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Better. Good. Good. And then just shell in this direction. There's nothing weird going on with your knees, right? Okay, very good. Good, okay, so holding that ground nice and long. Then we're just gonna roll down. So again, lifting your spine up. And some of you, if you're having that forward press, the temptation to tuck will become more aware because you'll feel that in order to roll down, you might pop your butt back, or that you'll just feel really stiff. So one of those two things might happen. And we're going to go down as far as we can. Release the arms up. Push them back down as we round back up. Get your hips over your ankles. Open up the space in that front as you come up. And then unfold the arms back. Yep, so we'll do that 2 more times. 2 more times. Taking your own time with it.
Gotcha.
You're on camera, mister. Well, now he's just licking his leg. That's okay. There we good. You got one more? When you are down, when you're upside down, can you reach your heel down and notice how that creates just a little bit of lift for you? Not shifting your weight on it, but literally reaching it away from the back of your knee. You'll add your toes in. Can you feel that? Yay! Yeah. Okay. Yes. Awesome. That's what's supposed to happen. Yes. So hamstrings, when they tuck, we might think we're feeling obliques, but it's probably psoas if the line is straight up and down. But when you get glutes wrap, then it's underneath. It's not this external layer. It's a deeper layer that turns on. Is that what you're feeling? Something like that? Yay! That's fantastic. My work here is done. I know, right? Well, you never stop. It's some people say it's like peeling off an onion, and I feel it's more like going through different dimensions. You take what you learn and then you add to it and come back to it. It's like, yeah, awesome. So, I'm sorry, I apologize. He's playing music right now. That was very loud. Okay, so you're a very good boy. We're gonna come into our floating plank. We're gonna press those arms forward. So in floating plank then, can you reach those heels down? Feel how that opens the front of you, right? Pull them down away from your pelvis. And then also, in order to reach the heels down, notice how your ball of your foot sort of gets pressed against the ground. Now, if you're just simply shifting your weight onto your heels, no, you will not feel that. So you want to feel the reach. So Giselle, add in those front toes. Let them hold the ground and then reach your heel. How are you doing that? How are you doing that?
She's so flexible.
She's really flexible, and I think you're pushing your knee back in order to get your heel down. So if your brain can in some way disassociate your literal heel from the bone above it, from your Achilles, imagine that it's trying to just reach down to the ground, just that piece of you. That's pretty fun. It's pretty. But you're gonna. I want to see you soften your knee and do it. Can you bend your knees just a hair? Now reach your heels down. Then, once you feel like you're pulling that heel down, you can let your legs straighten. Okay, the rest of us, well, all of us, with that in mind, We're going to take those arms up high into long stretch. Exhale, bring them back down. And for the moment, we're just seeing if we can stay connected to the feet, right? Long stretch is familiar. We're not doing any fancy moves this morning because I want you to see how long you can keep connected. That heel down, the sensation of the openness through the front of your hips. Because then when you feel like you've gotten pretty good here, and you might notice that, oh, if I keep that, my glutes have to turn on when my arms come up high. That'd be fantastic. And when you feel good about that, then try lifting onto tippy toes. And you're going to say, but Mona, how do I keep that sensation in my heels? You just do. In tippy toes, you picture your heel trying to reach under your foot toward the ball of your foot. And then boom, you should get that glute and ham wrap and the opening again through the front of your hip. That makes sense? Being in tippy toes alone should turn on the back chain a little bit more. We're starting to shorten it there, so yes, that's turning on. And then if you have that sensation and you want to challenge a little bit, lift up your right arm, keep the left one pointing forward, rotate around the back of you. Now pause. What's happening on your left side? Do you need to reach that heel under a little bit on the left and reopen the left side before you exhale and come back? And when you are that open, you might feel your obliques in a different way than you did before. And I want you to see first one on each side. Yep. Just notice you're fine tuning. So here my hip is swinging and got to find the right side. Yep. Then I want you to repeat one side 3 or 4 times before you go to the other side. Okay, so you can then work it, work the connection. You are my beautiful boy. Wow. Is that making sense? You understand your assignment? Okay. Even if it's work.
Oh, it's hard on my legs.
I know, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. You're a good boy. I know, I love you so very much, and it breaks my heart when you're being this sweet. But I have to do my other side. My beautiful, my beautiful. He's a good boy.
That's a good boy. Oh, yeah, that's a good boy.
So just push your hips forward just a little. And then Diana, tuck your ribs just a smidge. Not your hips, your ribs. So when you, here's an idea. When you're getting ready, sorry, I'm watching the back screen. When you're getting ready to tuck your ribs in, press, find your feet again first. And that might do the job. That might get you there. That was Diana. Sorry. No, you had your ribs in. It was just that your hips were in a different spot. Ooh, Diana, better. Wow, good. Now keep the connection as you rotate. And then keep the connection as you come back to center. That's where we're going to get that lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh. Yeah. Good. And then just shift your ribs back. Look at your glutes come in. There we go. We're so close. Shift your ribs back. That's it. And find the inside 1-2 of your foot. Yes. Subtle but cute. I like it. I can see that. Good. Good. Yeah? How are we doing?
Hard work.
It's hard work, yeah? Okay, good. So Then we are going to come on down to the mat. Yes. So we'll roll our way down, walk our hands out. I forgot to say, I don't know why this made me think of Lisa all of a sudden, but hello from Lisa. She's hiking in Palm Springs. I know. Well, you have to just go. You have a choice. You can go see your daughter in Edinburgh or go hiking in Palm Springs. That's her choice. Sorry, Mark's like, I want to be hiking in Palm Springs. So we're rolling down to the mat, walking out. We're going plank, side plank, which I feel like we haven't done in about a week.
What's that?
Plank, side plank.
Oh, I thought you were saying walking in the desert. No, yeah, that's
I know, might be. Yes. So can you be up? Can you be here, upright, on your strap? Okay. So you're gonna do a harder version. Well, you just opened up right here. Now you're gonna. So you're gonna see if you can open up to here and then pivot all the way to your side. You're gonna be on one hand, so you wanna make sure you have enough resistance to sit in there. Yeah, there you go, good. And then bring it back around. If you can bring it over the top, that's gonna get some of that same high abdominal turn in. And the same shoulder, a little of the same shoulder will turn on. Good. Does that make sense, Deshelle? So you want to start with a little bit of extra resistance on your strap because you're holding your whole body weight to the side with one hand. I don't know. Come again? I know. Give me the attention. Okay. So, Diana and Mark, I did not get to say, if you're here in your plank, it's easy to get busy about thinking about just how am I balancing, right? But can you have the same thoughts in your head of reaching through your heel as you're here? So especially whichever one is, if you've got 2 feet on the ground, oh, you can't see my feet. 2 feet on the ground, reach both heels away from you. And then if you've got one, both heels still reach away from you. Because that will keep you, oh no.
Sorry.
That will keep you that sensation of length and it will get that deep TVA on. Can you feel that? And it will help you not overarch to balance.
No.
Can you feel it? Yeah. Very nice. Good. Okay. And then Deshelle, you think about heel under to the ball of the foot, right? Same idea. You're just taking that tippy toe work and pivoting on it. Muchacho is now sitting across the back of my legs. All right, so Diana and Mark, now it's challenge round. Because you're gonna come here. And actually, Deshelle, do you have something you could put your forearms on to raise up your torso if you were down on all fours? Yeah. Because you could be down here. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just more likely that you're gonna feel like the strap is whipping you around. Otherwise, we're here. And if that doesn't work, Deshelle, then you tell me. We'll come up with another option for you because that's not so hard. So we've got toes tucked under, trying to feel your heels, lift up to knees off, and then you're gonna leg slide back Now we're in a flexed position, right? The hip flexor is on. But what if you think about keeping that open space just like you did earlier when you were squatting? Remember, we worked on not collapsing into the space, but letting that just draw up and keep some openness. And so Deshelle down low, you're having the same thing. It's going to be a little smaller, and your fists have to really push down because your weight is going to be wanting to go collapsing over those fists. So you can think of your head as trying to stay, your nose line should not cross your wrist line. Yeah, good. I'm facing the mount. Oh, you guys both have your head away from the mount. No, not just you. Both of you did the same thing. You are doing, okay. I had to double check Mark to make sure he's with us too. And then I'm going to show you the layers. You decide where you want to work. Maybe it's just the leg slide. Maybe your knees come down and it's just the leg slide. That is a-okay. But if you feel like adding layers, ribs in, supporting foot is active, slide back. Then you're just going to lift up, reach through your foot, bring it down. And I'm talking about both feet. So my supporting heel is trying to reach underneath for my toe. My lifting leg is still trying to wrap around that strap, if I remind it. Yes. Next layer would be to add just a little arabesque up. Now come down, keep the space as you come down. So instead of settling into your joints, try to keep air in the front of your joints. Right? But again, you pick the layer, plural, that you want to work through. Try for maybe a total of 12, whatever the combination is. Try 4 of one, 3 of another, go back to the first one, 2 of the last one. And then the last thing, when you get through those 12, whether you're leg sliding, whatever, you're going to do just a diagonal for me. So first, you can stay on the ground. Just let it slide out to the side. Bring it back in. If that feels okay, take the opposite arm. Press it back. Bring it back in. If that feels okay, come off the ground. Out to the side. Bring it back in. If that feels okay, out to the side. Bring it back in. Okay? So all of those are options. Remember, you go back to the first one if that's where you feel like you can get your best work in. And best work means best coordination of body and mind and breath. That's it. Lift. Oh, good job. That's it. Good. So new motion, where are you tightening up? Where can you find air? Yeah? Your pelvis is done. So before you go to the other side, just give... What goes the other side? Take that back leg forward and just let the... take the strapped side forward and let your hip come forward. Let that stretch open a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And then when you're ready, we'll change hands, change straps, and feet. Right? Yeah, because here's me. I'm a shorter. Whoa. Really? Diana, that's your $1 million idea right there. I know, right? You need your venture capitalists. Your So, starting with your leg slide, right? Oh, this slide is crazy. So I'm just curious. So this side corresponds with my standing side. Remember when we were standing about a half an hour ago with our foot on the strap? Are you having the same sensations? Like is what we are wobbly standing the same as you're wobbly down here?
Yeah, I'm trying to lift my knees up.
Yeah. So when you're ready, if you're not already, you can try bringing that to your knees off position, leg slide. Then again, you can work through this series the same way. When you get good at one, then you add in the next layer, which is that up and down with the leg. And then when you feel like you like that, then you can add in the arabesque. And remember, on the arabesque, coming down and staying open is your work moment, right? The up is the fun part. Especially for you guys, that strap will bring your leg up and it will feel nice, but it's the coming back down. So if you do it on that layer, right, reach out through it and then keep the length as you come back down. Keep it open, keep it open, keep it open. And then you'll feel how your body creates its own sling. That's a reach up, lovey. There you go, good, good. And Deshelle, I think it's because you're at the corner of your screen. Are your hips square? Because you know how your camera kind of fishbowls you a little bit. So I'm not second guessing your form. I'm just second guessing your camera. Oh no. And then remember when you get through your 12-ish combo of whatever those first moves were, then you're going to go back and add the lateral leg. And if that feels good, you'll add the lateral arm. And then if that feels good, lift into knees off. Oh, your hips are square. Very good. And then, like me, can you wrap your toes and your heel around your strap a little bit? There you go. Oh. Good. Did you do your diagonals already, Diana? You did? Okay. Okay, all right, understand. That's it. There we go. Good. So if you're done, then you can take that back leg forward and let your supporting hip stay open. That's it, Deshelle. So there, let your right hip drop. No, left hip drop just a little. There you go. That's it. Good. Yeah, and then Mark and Diana, you're stretching and stretching. You can let your straps go. Good. And then if you want to take yourself into a runner stretch, if you push that back leg down and then just take a moment and reach up to the sky. So my same side as my forward knee is reaching forward, and then push your hip down slightly. A lot of us start to round up our back here. It makes it harder for you to rotate well, and you will get less stretch. So if you get that hip down a little bit, That's it. Reach through that back leg. Reach through that heel. There you go. Good. Good. And then bring yourself in. And you can do the same thing on the other side. Where's my precious being such a good boy? Whoa. Is Lunabella in the playpen again? Or is that just a blanket? Oh, okay. Mark was asking. He's like, she's so funny. That's it. So again, if you drop your hip, then remind yourself to reach out through the heel again. Yeah. And then we'll step back. And walk those hands in. So before you come up, now that you are super aware, am I on the screen? No. Reach your little heels down. Feel how your pinky and your big toe press. And then hopefully you have even more awareness of how this just wants to be open. Just let me be open, it says. And then take a nice breath in. Take your left foot behind your right. Just a nice side bend. Good. Round, around. Good. And reverse. Good. And then other side. Holy cow. I hope you don't have a meeting right now. I apologize. We are running 5 minutes past Mona time and almost 15 minutes past studio time. Oh. Good. Yeah. And then bring it down. So when you come back to yourself here, reach the heels down again. Lift yourself up out of your hips again. Good. Yeah. And then breathe. So for some of us, that's going to feel a little bit strange. Maybe we're used to compressing one way or another with the whole spine to breathe. But keeping it long, now we're letting the ribs do their job. The intercostals should be stretching and contracting with the diaphragm. Yeah. Instead of the spine. Yeah. Good. All right, my friends. Thank you for coming along on this journey this morning. Yeah. Oh, wow, good.
I feel taller.
Mark feels taller. Good. Good. Awesome. That's awesome. Right, getting, yeah. 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 Right. Yes, I hear you. Nah,